Okay. Thank you, Cocoon Education and Migration, Canberra. I'm Bikram Subedi, Registered Migration Consultant. I'll be providing you with Australian Capital Territory subclass 190 and subclass 491 nomination guidelines and visa information. We'll go through how you can be eligible to apply for 190 visa and 491 visa, and then I'll be telling you about the process, the nomination process. After that, I'll be telling you how to lodge the matrix, what are the documents required, and what happens after you get 190 or 491 visa. First of all, we need to be clear about the point system. There are actually 2 point system. One is expression of interest for skill select, and the another one is metric system. These two are totally different point system. For expression of interest, EOI, it is for Department of Home Affairs purpose, and metric system, it is only for Australian Capital Territory nomination. For 190 visa in Canberra, you need to have at least 60 points, because you will be getting 5 points from the nomination you get from the ACT government. For 491 visa, you just need 50 points, because you will be getting 15 points from the regional body. You'll be getting it from D2. So you just need 50 points for the 491 visa and just 60 points on your hand for 190 visa. These are the skill expression of interest. Well, you lose the expression of interest through the skill select in Department of Home Affairs portal. Okay. The other one is metrics. Metrics points are totally different than the UI points. Metrics points you will be getting from living in Canberra, studying and working in Canberra, and from your English language test. First of all, I'll go through the metric system. In metric system, we have got 2 different visas, 190, subclass 190 visa and subclass 491 visa. To be eligible to apply for subclass visa, you must be living in Canberra for last 6 months and working here at least 35 hours per week. For 491 visa, you just need to live here for 3 months. It is eligibility criteria, okay? Basic eligibility criteria. You need to be living here for last 3 months, and then you must be working for last 3 months continuously in your occupation. It is not necessary to have your own occupation, okay? You can work in any occupation to apply for 190 or 491 visa. Okay, now comes to the seats. How many seats are available for 190 and 491 visa in Canberra? And for the year 19 and 20, we have got 200 allocations for 491 visa and 1,200 for 190 visa. I'd like to go through the ACT Provisional 491 nomination. I already told you eligibility basic and mandatory eligibility criteria. That is 3 months residency in Canberra, and you must be working in Canberra for last 3 months at the day of matric submission. If you have worked in last 6 months, if you have been working like 2 months for an employer and you left the job, and then after a month you started another job and left in 2 months, then you might be calculating that it's 4 months now I have been working in Canberra. You will not be eligible to apply for Canberra subclass 491 visa because you have not worked continuously for occupation. Okay, you must be working continuously before you lodge the matrix. You might be requested to lodge your documents after you lodge the matrix. Okay, but you will not be eligible to get the nomination after lodging these kinds of documents. I'll be telling you what kind of documents you need to submit while lodging the documents when you get the invitation to lodge the documents later on. Okay. The next thing is, I forgot to tell you, your occupation that you have nominated must be in the city occupation list. Either it's closed or open, but it should be in occupation list. Okay. If you are unable to go to your work for a medical reason, then you can provide the valid medical certificate. You can stay in Canberra for sorry to say that. You can leave for 2 days a week to study in Sydney, but you must show all the tickets and the itinerary of the travel out of the Canberra. We have got Canberra residency form. Okay, I'll show you later. That form must be filled and submitted with your application when you lodge the matrix. You can claim the points through your partner, but your partner visa, you must be living here for last 6 months at the day of matrix submission. You must be working here at least 35 hours in Canberra for last 6 months. What are the documents required? You need your bank statement. You don't need to provide your residency contract. Everything about your job, about your residency in Canberra, and whether you have been out of the Canberra or not. Summary of ACT residence is a form to let the ACT government know, skilled migration team know that you have been out of Canberra for a certain time, whether you are eligible to apply for that nomination or not. Then you need to provide payslip from all of your jobs. You can work either in one occupation or in 2 or 3 occupations, it doesn't matter. But you need to provide in your working hours where you have to write all the jobs you have been doing in Canberra since the time you came to Canberra. You need to provide either job reference letter or the contract paper from the job you are currently doing or you have done in the past in Canberra. You have to provide English language test reports for yourself and for your partner if you are claiming points on behalf of your partner too. Evidence of relationship, I already told you. skill assessment report. The most important thing before you lodge the matrix, you have to have your skill assessment in your hand. Okay? Otherwise, you will not be eligible to lodge the when they ask you to lodge the documents. Your nomination will be refused. You don't have skill assessment at the time you lodge the matrix. Working summary hours. Working summary hours is a sheet where you need to provide all the details of the works you have done in Canberra. Medical evidence certificate, as I already told you, if you have to go to work for a valid medical reason and you haven't been paid for that work, then you can still claim for the time and the work you have been doing in the Canberra with the evidence of that medical certificate. You have to provide all the academic documents, that is whether you have been studying in other states or in Canberra, you have to provide all these documents. Obviously passports and the expression of interest lodged. Expression of interest, I already told you about that one, that you lodge through the skill select. So these are the documents, the major documents that you need to provide while you lodge the documents when they request you after matrix is lodged. Okay? When the matrix is lodged and you lodge the documents after the request from the skill migration team in Canberra, it will take up to a month to get the decision on your nomination. Once the nomination is accepted, then you will be eligible to apply for a visa, either 190 or okay. This is the matrix form. You need to choose either 491 or 190 while lodging the matrix. You have to be sure that what you are claiming point wise. If you are not eligible to claim that point, then don't claim it, because you have to provide all the documents that you have claimed the points for. Thank you. This is the general information about subclass 190 and 491 visa in Canberra. Any question, feel free to ask. I'll be passing this mic to okay, mic.
All right, please feel free to ask.
Any questions related to Canberra matrix?
So if you want, you can ask in Nepali as well. We have people from other countries as well. So
मेरो नाम उद्धव नेपाल मेरो नाम उद्धव नेपाल मा लेभल 1 to 3 को जब क्लेम गरेको थिएँ सो मेरो जब चाहिँ मैले सेप्टेम्बरबाट सुरु गरेको थिएँ अब केस के भएको छ भन्दाखेरि मेरो म चाहिँ टेम्पोररी ग्रेजुएट भिजामा छु मेरो सकिन लागेको छ कि त्यो भिजा सो अब मैले चाहिँ त्यो जब फुल टाइमबाट क्याजुअल या पार्ट टाइम जाँदा हुन्छ कि हुँदैन
त्यसको लागि म तपाईको पुरै ब्याकग्राउन्डमा जानुपर्ने हुन्छ
ओके
हैन have been working there, okay, and then what kind of visa you are lodging the next, okay, what kind of visa you have got at the moment, and what was the occupation that you claimed the points for,
okay.
Whether that job is continuous or not. I have to ask you this kind of question. If you can answer these questions, answer right now, then I'll be able to tell you what you can do.
Alright. So, यहाँनिर एन्सर दिँदा हुन्छ कि है सो मैले त्यो जब सुरु गरेको सुरुमा पार्ट टाइम सुरु गरेँ अनि सेप्टेम्बरबाट चाहिँ मैले फुल टाइम सुरु गरेँ सेप्टेम्बर 23बाट मेरो चाहिँ मैले स्टोर म्यानेजर गरेको हो डोमिनोजमा
Did you have any qualifications or
मैले डिप्लोमा इन लिडरसिप एन्ड म्यानेजमेन्ट गरेको थिएँ त्योभन्दा अगाडि त अकाउन्टिङ सरी
When did you lodge your matrix?
मैले डिसेम्बर 24th
Are you currently on that?
Yeah.
Okay, you're currently
Still there, yeah.
Okay. And how long you been there?
So since September.
In September?
Yeah. September, October, November, December, January, almost 4.
So when did you lodge your new visa?
No, I haven't lodged it. I need to lodge in April.
You still have a 485 visa.
Yeah.
Okay. When is that visa going to be expired?
In April 18.
In April 18.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how many points did you have at that time?
60 points.
60 points.
Including that one.
Okay.
Including level 1 to 3.
Okay. So what you have to do is you have to wait until you get the decision from the Canberra Migration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Migration Services Canberra. After 6 months, your matrix will be lapsed. That means your application will not be considered valid after.
Mm-hmm.
That will be on 24th of June 2020.
Right.
Okay. If you get the email from Canberra Services Migration Services team
Mm-hmm.
by that time,
Mm-hmm.
then you'll be able to lodge your documents and claim the points at that time. Okay. But after that, you need to lodge a new matrix
Right.
with the new claims
Mm-hmm.
and the new eligibility, because the eligibility criteria before 31st of December 2019 was different
Mm-hmm.
than it is now.
Okay.
So
So
it
I
is
have to
6
wait-
months now. It is 6 months now.
No.
No. It is 6 months for 190 visa now. You need to be working at least 6 months.
Yeah, but now my occupation is like I study accounting, so it's on closely.
Okay.
So
Then
only that one is I'm waiting.
you just need to wait for that
Okay.
until the 24th of June.
All right. So
Good
if
luck
I
for that one. Good
if
luck
I
for that. Okay.
if I quit that job before 24th, is there gonna be any problem?
I can't say anything about that one.
Okay. Right.
It is written in Canberra Matrix guideline that the job must be continuous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. By the time you get the request to lodge the documents.
Right.
Okay. That
Yeah.
means nomination documents. When you lodge the nomination documents,
Mm-hmm.
you should still be working in that occupation.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's all.
That is continuous.
All right.
Okay, anyone else? Any other questions? Anyone? Other questions, sir?
मेरो नाम चाहिँ विज्ञान हो मलाई चाहिँ के जान्न 491 को लागि चाहिँ पोइन्ट कति पोइन्टसम्म हुनेको चाहिँ आउँछ भन्ने कुरा
We can't predict that. Sorry.
मिनिमम कति पोइन्ट हुनेसम्मले चाहिँ यो म्याट्रिक्स हाल्ने गर्छ 491 को लागि
If you have more than 25 points, you can
More than
lodge the
that.
matrix. Okay. But current scenario is we are getting a request to lodge the documents for 75 points, I think. Okay, 75 points. We can still expect for 65 points. Okay, but we can't guarantee that. It is up to the Migration Services team, Canberra. Anyone?
Any other questions? Anyone? See, the Nara is right there. Please feel free to ask the questions. And it's very hard to meet him at the times. You have to book an appointment to meet him. So this is the right time. मनमा लागेको क्वेसन नेपालीलाई हामी नेपाली भन्छौँ यहाँ कतिजना है मनमा लागेको क्वेसन सोधिहाल्नु होला यो दिस इज द राइट टाइम वी हेभ अ लट अफ टाइम राइट नाउ अर्को 15-20 मिनट टाइम छ 15-20 मिनट छ सो एनी क्वेसन्स यु हेभ प्लिज shoot it through. Anyone?
यो स्पाउस ल्याउन धेरै उ छैन आजकल धेरैले स्पाउस ल्याउँछ तर स्पाउसले चाहिँ त्यो जो प्राइम एप्लिकेन्ट भन्छ जे भन्नुहोस् उसले चाहिँ व्यवस्था गऱ्यो भने त्यो अर्कोको भिसा तुरन्त खत्तम हुन्छ कि उसले कुनै उपाय छ बस्ने
यहाँ आइसकेको मान्छेहरूलाई ऊ चाहिँ प्राइमरी एप्लिकेन्ट भएर अरू कुनै भिजा एप्लाई गर्न चाहन्छ भने धेरै मार्गहरू प्रशस्त छन् धेरै भिजाहरू छन् हामी त जनरली 5-7वटा विषय भिजाहरूको बारेमा मात्रै कुरा गरेर हुन्छौँ हाम्रो सोसाइटीमा तर देयर आर मोर देन 100 टाइप्स अफ भिजाज
किनकि यो प्रब्लम कम्युनिटीमा चाहिँ धेरै आएकोले र साथै एम्बासीले पनि अस्ति क्वेसन उठाएको थियो यो केही उपाय छ कि भनेर
जनरली अहिले भइरहेको चाहिँ कस्तो छ भने नेपालबाट आउनेहरू स्टुडेन्ट डिपेन्डेन्ट भएर आउने र यहाँ तपाईँको डाइभर्स हुने र त्यसपछि चाहिँ के गर्ने भनेर चाहिँ अन्य प्राइमरी एप्लिकेन्टको भिजा चाहिँ डेफिनेटली डाइभर्स भइसकेपछि उनीहरूले चाहिँ अब क्यान्सल गरिदिन्छ कि भन्ने डर हुने हुनाले चाहिँ अर्को भिजाको अप्सन छ कि छैन नेपाल फर्केर जानुपर्छ कि भन्ने हुन्छ होइन तर जो सेकेन्डरी एप्लिकेन्ट छ उनी प्राइमरी एप्लिकेन्ट भएर फेरि अर्को कुनै भिजा लज गर्छ भने त्यसको लागि बाटो सम्भावना हुन्छ
अनि त्यो जुन उसले चाहिँ नेपाल गएर मुद्दा हालेर कोही जान्छ नेपाल गएर मुद्दा
मतलब आर्टिफिसियल त्यो ब्याग रहेछ भने चाहिँ
त्यो त नेपालको कुरो भयो यहाँको केसमा चाहिँ के हुन्छ भने मानव भिजा रिजेक्ट भयो भने हामीसँग एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिभ एपिल ट्रिब्युनल भन्ने छ एएटी भन्छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ पहिला एमआरटी भन्ने माइग्रेसन त्यसमा चाहिँ तपाईँले रिभ्यूको लागि गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ त्यो जुन सेकेन्डरी एप्लिकेन्ट हो उसले रिभ्यूको लागि
जस अप्सनहरू रहेछ
अप्सनहरू छ रिजेक्टै भए पनि अप्सन छ भिजा क्यान्सल हुँदा पनि अप्सन छ पहिला के थियो भने हाम्रो नेपाली भाषी नेपाली बोल्नेहरू चाहिँ माइग्रेसन कन्सल्टेन्ट नभइदिँदाखेरि धेरै जस्तो आफै बुझ्ने र गुगल सर्च गर्ने अनि त्यस्तो केसमा चाहिँ नेपाल फर्केको चाहिँ मेरै साथीहरू पनि इभन पहिला मैले देखिरहेको थिएँ तर त्यो चाहिँ खास गर्नु पर्दैन यहाँ अरू एभेन्युजहरू पनि छन् यदि आफू इलिजिबल छ भने इलिजिबलै छैन भने त बरु फर्केर नेपालै गएर त्यसको सेवा गरेकै राम्रो भयो होइन तर यदि आफू इलिजिबल छ यहाँ भिजा पाउनुको लागि क्यापेबल छ भने वाइ नट यु हेभ टु ट्राई
थ्याङ्क यू
Anyone else? Other questions?
सन्तोषजी
Sorry.
त्यो सेम यस्तै पैसा कि मैले डिभेन्ट मान्छु मैले पहिला डिफेन्ट ल्याएँ भने मैले त उसलाई छोड्नलाई डिभोर्स दिन कति महिना लाग्नुपर्छ या पुग्नुपर्छ
यो चाहिँ डाइभर्स लगेर सुन्नु
त्यसको फरक पर्छ पर्दैन
हजुर
त्यसको फरक पर्छ पर्दैन त्यो
भिजामा
चाहिँ
भिजामा चाहिँ यस्तो हो तपाईँ लज गरेर जबसम्म तपाईँको डिसिजन हुँदैन र प्राइमरी एप्लिकेन्टले जबसम्म सेकेन्डरी एप्लिकेन्ट जुन भन्छ त्यो डिपेन्डेन्ट ल्याएकोलाई जबसम्म चाहिँ चेन्जेस इन सर्कमस्टान्सेस भन्छ क्या त्यो नगरेसम्म चाहिँ उसलाई केही पनि फरक पर्दैन जबसम्म डिपार्टमेन्टले थाहा पाउँदैन आई क्यान से
उसको भिसामा केही इफेक्ट पर्छ पर्दैन
डेफिनेटली पर्छ त तर त्यसको लागि चाहिँ जो डाइभर्स गर्दैछ उसले पक्कै पनि सोचिसकेको हुन्छ पहिला नै
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Any other questions? Anyone else? Okay, questions have any? Anything regarding migration, education?
191 and 190
191.
धेरै जस्तो कसैलाई चाहिँ म एलिजिबल छु कि छैन अथवा मेरो फ्यामिली मेम्बर यो ठाउँमा छ ऊ चाहिँ क्यानबेरा आउँदाखेरि हुन्छ कि हुँदैन ओपन अकुपेसनलाई चाहिँ कसरी फाइदा हुन्छ क्लोज अकुपेसनले पाउँछ कि पाउँदैन क्यानबेरामा होइन यस्ता क्वेसनहरू केही छन् भने सोध्नुहोस् जस्तो जनरली मान्छेहरूको भ्यू चाहिँ के हुन्छ अब सिडनी र मेलबर्न साइडमा यु अल क्यान अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड नेपालीज राइट the people who are living in Sydney and Melbourne and other parts of Australia, they have got like fear for moving first, fear to move to the another state, and the second, they are unsure what kind of visas they can apply once they move to the another state like Canberra or Hobart or Darwin. Okay, so first of all, what I will recommend them is to contact the registered migration consultant in those states, okay, and then get the knowledge, eligibility criteria, whether you are eligible to apply for any visas in that state or not until your visa gets expired, and then move to those states. Okay, before making the big decision, you have to be sure that you are going to the right direction and you are going to the right place. Because any kind of visas in future, some people are just coming from Sydney or Melbourne to Canberra without knowing anything at all. They have got just 2 months visa or 3 months visa or 4 months visa. Especially I got one applicant, prospective applicant, who had 4 months visa and had accounting background. He was asking me, he got the information that he will be eligible to apply for 491 visa in Canberra for staying in Canberra and working in Canberra for 3 months, which is correct, but